Israel, in its arrogance, has struck the capital of Yemen and killed the sitting prime minister of the Houthi-led government. Do you think this will bring you security? Do you think assassinations will silence resistance? No, it will only fuel the fire. I say this directly to the leadership of Israel. You are playing with fire in a region already on the brink. Every missile you launch, every life you take, pushes the Middle East closer to a storm you cannot control. Russia has warned you before. Uncontrolled wars breed chaos, and chaos never stays contained. Today it is Sana'a. Tomorrow it could be Tel Aviv, Haifa, or beyond. The killing of Ahmed al-Rahawi is not just an attack on Yemen, it is an attack on stability itself. And mark my words, those who ignite fire will eventually be burned by it. So hear me clearly. Moscow will not stand idle while reckless adventurism drags the region into disaster. Israel must think very carefully about its next move. Because patience, even Russian patience, has limits.
Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakak Wadash. This is Yahakim Adriel back with another quick lesson. As you can see, man, the climate, the tension amongst nations, all the signs are there. The painting is on the wall, roughly paraphrasing, man. Those that are given, the spirit and power through Yahweh Yahweh Shai to understand his true teachings and what's really going on in today's society and throughout the world, man. It's coming to what the Lord is moving in the direction of what the Lord's coming, man. But before that, we know things will have to happen. Things are bound to happen, shall come to pass because they're prophecy. And I'm going to go to its key point of what this...
with fire in a region already on the brink. Every missile you launch, every life you take, pushes the Middle East closer to a storm you cannot control.
He said, every missile you launch, every life you take is pushing the Middle East to a storm that you cannot control, man. And apparently this is coming from Vladimir Putin, apparently. So all this stuff is prophecy, man. Scoffers, mockers, naysayers, unbelievers, we're going to see who's going to be true, the Lord's word or your the Lord's word or your ideology, man. Because that's what these people do, especially here in Babylon the Great, man. That's what these people, especially these Negroes, tend to lean on, man. They trust in oppression, man. These people like it here, man. They love it here to be reduced, taken advantage of. They like it here in America, man. Because they want to portray that, because they can walk down the street, go get them a Lucy or whatever they pleasure is. They think that, it's okay here, man. They want to neglect what had happened, what's happening, and what is about to happen, man. They want to ignore that, man. Just like I mentioned in my last video, they want to be willfully ignorant or act like if I ignore the problem, it do not exist, man. That's the mentality of a lot of these people, man. And then us, Lord willing, we those men are watchers amongst Israel. Lord willing, I'm part of that number, which is that men, mainly the elect. Hope the Lord, mainly the elect. But the Lord has sit watchmen amongst the house of Israel. So that is the duty of a watchman to what? Watch, man. For what? A pending danger, man. And because we're watching and foretelling as the Lord's foretelling as the Lord commanded us to do, They want to act like we're the ones. Oh, because you said it, man. That's why it's happening. Like I said, these simple Negroes, just like a rest of them, they looking for an scapegoat. We don't think you bad, Mr. White Man. We don't think you bad. We love it here being oppressed under your rule. You know, where niggas still marching, still chant to this day. No justice, no peace. How many, you know, how many more marches y'all niggas gonna have, man? You know what I'm saying? In this injustice system, man. You know, they got checks and balances. They just refuse to do it. They got preventative measures. They just refuse to act on it, man. They got common sense. They just refuse to use it, man. Because these devils don't want you or don't see you as, you know, on the same playing field as them, man. They want you beneath. That's why they put themselves on the highest pedestal. Then they put all these other nations above you and you at the bottom, man. That's why all these other nations can come over here broke, poor, and then become successful businessmen and women and etc., man. You know? But the American Negro, you know, Latino, Native American, you're at the bottom, man, more or less, man. But just like he said every missile you launch, every life you take is pretty much. Let me bring it back.
Actions will silence resistance. No, it will only fuel the fire. I say this directly to the leadership of Israel. You are playing with fire in a region already on the brink. Every missile you launch, every life you take, pushes the Middle East closer to a storm you cannot control. Russia has...
You're playing with fire, man, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Not only here in Babylon the Great, but over there in Israel, man. But what is ultimately is bringing what in the Middle East is bringing is prophecy that's going to bring about what these nations going to war, which is that third war, man. The Valley of Decisions, man. And let's go into a precept. Let's go to the book of, which I got it pulled up, Joel chapter 3. And let's start at 12. It says, let the heathen be weakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I set to judge all the heathen round about. Amplified version. Let the nations be stirred to action and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there I will set, or so like I will seat. No, it is set, so like here. For there I will set to judge and punish all the surrounding nations. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is filled. It's like it, for the press is full. The fats overflow, for their wickedness is great, man. Babylon the Great, these Edomites, their wickedness is great, man. You know, Amplified version. Put in the sickle of judgment, for the harvest is ripe. Come, tread the grapes, for the winepress is full. The vats overflow, for the wickedness of the people is great, man. These devils, man, their wickedness is great. It says multitudes, multitudes in the valley of decision. For the day of the Lord, Yahweh Shai, is near in the valley of decision. Amplified version. Multitude, multitude in the valley of decision. Judgment. For the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decisions when judgment is executed, man. So that's going to happen, man. Look, and by that video, apparently it's narrated by those, from my understanding, or words from, which it had in their caption, Putin, man, talking about this Ben Netanyahu, this fake-ish person, doing what? Causing chaos, just like Esau Edom is doing throughout the world, man. Destroying, killing, murdering, assassinating. He said, assassinating people. They think that they're not going to be held accountable. They think that, what they're doing is some just act. They think that they're really the chosen people of the Most High. That's why they're obligated to do what they do with no penalties, man. That's how these devils think, man. Especially them over there in that in the land that they stole, claiming that they're the real people of the Most High. But you see what these other nations are saying, man. They say, yeah, keep doing it. All you're doing is you're fueling the fire, man. Because it's evident that these nations, and it's prophecy, man, is going to gather in the Middle East, which is Jehoshaphat, man. Let's go to Salakia.
Strong's H 3092. Jehoshaphat.
Let's go to the outline of biblical usage. It says proper locative, if I'm saying it right, locative. I think it's more or less like locality. Now, it says symbolically, name of the valley near Jerusalem, which is the place of ultimate judgment, may be the deep ravine which separates Jerusalem from the Mount of Olives, through which the Kidron flowed. Basically, they're talking about the Middle East, man. I thought I can get something out of the blue letter. And you know what I'm saying? It's a valley near Jerusalem, which is what? The Middle East is right near Jerusalem, man. The landmass Israel, man. And actually, Israel is located in the Middle East. So that's what this precept in Joel, which is a future prophecy, man, it's talking about, man. So we see what time it is. Salakia. We see what time it is. And we recognize, we see the signs that Yahweh Shai set forth, and he told us to what? Watch as well as pray, man. You know. It's like somebody's calling me, I don't know. You know, but we see the time that we're living in. We see that the signs that Yahweh Shai has set forth for us to take notice of, man. Watch as well as pray, man. But these people want to believe and want to live in fairy tale land. You know, they don't want to see or recognize to take account to what's really happening, man. You know, they want to live in their own little bubble, their own little world, focus on personal, minor, spiteful dealings with their next door neighbor, you know, or whoever it may be. These simple ass niggas, man. You know, that's what they're focused on, man. But that's what the Lord did. The Lord said the election have obtained it, the rest was blinded. These people don't see, you know, even though they may hear it, they don't want to believe it, and they want to come to the conclusion that's just your belief. Yo, it is what it is, you know. Because that's all the Lord is control, has control of everything, man. If the Lord wants you to see it for what it is, he will allow you to see it, and the rest will be blinded, man. You know, but the thing about it is they want to, you know, live in testimony. They want to bring you in this negative vortex that these people have and pull you. They don't want to, there won't be, these simple people, man, they won't be satisfied until you know me, I'm talking on a personal note, I'm talking about me. You know, they bring you to a level where they want you to see you at, man. Because they act like they control something, but they don't control nothing, man. Everything is under the control of Yahweh Shai. Their minor opinions about you and what you amounts to nothing, man. You know, so they're just wrapped in their folly. But nonetheless, man, we see the signs, man. These tensions amongst these nations, man. They said they got trade wars. All together is war. Trade war, you know what I mean? Tariffs, those are trade wars. You know, physical wars. You see these countries are bombing, sending bombs, destroying each other. You know, they think this place right here is more or less is a you know, safe place for these people to live, not knowing, like brothers brought out years ago, they already got people that are not allies of the United States already got nukes pointed at these prominent states and cities, man. You know, these prominent states, they already got countries that are not allies with the United States just waiting to press that button to send a nuke over here, man. They're waiting, man. They're waiting for that time, man. The Lord is what? It has a set time and set measure for this place to be destroyed, but these people want to walk around like they're safe, man. Like we're safe over here in America. Nothing's gonna happen. Babylon the Great, aka America, we're safe over here, man. That's them being blind, man. They're not aware, you know, of what's going on. But yet they want to sit around and bicker, talk about, you know what I mean, somebody else. Cause that's how, you know, the childish mind and all it is, especially that's who's aiding them. Esau in a self-proclaimed white man under some facade of acting like they had some unity / equality. These coon ass niggas, so they want to joke and play like children. That equates to some equality, man. Against who? People that they know they're not on any level at all. So they want to, these coon niggas want to come together with these devils in effort to try to fuck you over, man, because these damn niggas know that you ain't on, I'm talking about living testimony myself, they're not on my level, man. But, I'm not going to rant, but I'm just saying that's what they're focused on, whether they're seeing the big picture, man. All this stuff out here, how corrupt this society is. Look at the Babylon's leader. If that ain't so-called white privilege, I don't know what is, man. But I'm going to read the precept again. Joel 3:12 again. It says, let the heathen be weakened. Slakia, let the heathen be wakened. I didn't mean to say, I think I said weakened the first time, but wakened. Slakia, it said, let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I set to judge all the heathen round about, man. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come get you down, for the press is full. The fat overflow, for their wickedness is great. Multitudes, multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision, man. The day of the Lord is near, man. We're coming close to what the Lord's Yahweh Shai's visitation, visiting the place that he made, man, which is what we see, what these people call earth, man, and everything in it. So the Lord is drawing nigh, drawing close, man, to that day, man. And we're just patiently waiting, man. Hope the body was edified. Till next time, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakak, Wadash. Again, this is your Akim Majulazil. Lord willing, I'll be back with another lesson. Till next time, Shalom, Baraka Thumb, and the Baba Ball Shalom.